Well, I am at Isaac Santiago, which is a albergue, a hostel in Los Arcos, Spain. And this is a true albergue in the sense that it is one big dormitory full of people. There are 50 or 60 beds in there. This is going to be a night when I definitely wear earplugs. the snoring will be incredible, and I'll let you know how that goes. We had a wonderful day, difficult at times, but a wonderful day all in all. I gotta lean back here. I'm really exhausted. Wonderful day. We walking through a lot of Spain's agricultural area, and much of the trail is on agricultural access roads. So you see tractors from time to time. Probably one of the highlights of the day, and I know this is kind of something I geek out on that others don't care about so much, but I saw this machine picking grapes, and it was a New Holland machine, and I'll throw in some video of that here. It was really pretty cool. And I was wearing my New Holland agricultural hat, and I went like this and thumbs up to the man, and he looks and he's surprised, and he gives me a thumbs up. And so I videoed him emptying his grapes, which he had just picked into a container to be taken to a winery.
Perfect timing for it.
We passed other wineries along the way. We passed a lot of different crops. Yesterday we passed a nursery that was apparently a nursery for vines, for grapevines. And never thought about that before, but hey, somebody's got to do that and make money at doing that. So that was kind of cool. The second half of the day was really rather brutal. The walking was easy, the roads were easy, but temperatures got hot and there was not a cloud in the sky. And I came across, well, I'd seen a sign for a food, but it said 2 kilometers away. When I got there, it was a food truck, kind of in the middle of nowhere, miles out of Los Arcos, where I am now. And the 2 ladies who run it were in the truck ready to pull out. And I walked up to the truck, and in perfect English, the driver says to me, can we get something for you? And I said, well, do you have Aquarius? Aquarius is like a Powerade drink, sports drink that they have here. And she said, orange or lime? And I said, lime. And she, one of the ladies gotten back, the other lady gotten back and got me out one. And she said, we won't sell it to you because we're closed up already, but we'll give it to you. Okay. Anything else you want? You want an orange or a banana? I said, oh, I'll take a banana. And so they gave me a banana too. Do you need water? And I had a full supply of water at that point. And so they told me their story about how they wound up there. It was kind of fascinating. But in my delirium, being so hot at that point and sweating profusely, I didn't even think to take their picture. Or I did thank them, of course. Then they went down the road toward, others were behind me. My sons were behind me, and our friends were with them. And they stopped and talked with them on their way out and asked if they needed anything, and gave them water and ice cream. And it was just a great experience of people watching out for people. So really good day all in all. And even though it was very hot, and even the ladies in the food truck were telling me, well, it's up a ways, it's miles, but when you cross over the valley and you come into the trees, there's a park. Make sure you stop there because it's the last chance for shade before Los Arcos. And boy, was she ever right about that. So I crashed there on a bench at first. I got on the ground, I laid on my back on the ground. And Josiah and Brent and Sarah caught up to me, and we spent some time there together. I don't think I said a single word except, man, time for me to go. And I headed down the road, and we tried to get an Airbnb because it seemed like all of the hostels were full, and the operator of the Airbnb didn't get back to me. And so Matthew was ahead of us at that point, and Matthew came into town and located this place. They said they had 11 beds, and there were 5 of us. And they told him that if he paid, they would reserve those beds. And so he did that. And so we have beds here for the night. Like I said, it's a zoo, though. It's one of those places that's so busy. They do have policies where you have to be in your bed and quiet at 10:30. We'll see how that goes. I'm a little skeptical about that. But I'll have my earplugs in and hopefully be asleep by then. So that's all I have for now, and I'll throw in the video and the pictures of the day. God bless. Buen Camino. Don't forget to hit that like button. Well, I've been walking for about 2.44 miles. It's sunny. It's still cool, and so not too bad. The walk so far today has been fairly easy, very pleasant, nice people to talk to. It's interesting that as you get further along the trail, the trail population begins to thin out. So there are fewer people to talk to. I have my earbuds in, as is typical for me. Usually I start the day out without them, and then a mile or two down the road I put them in, and if I have a little bit of pain, I listen to an ebook. I know some people frown upon that, but it helps me to focus and push through. Pain-wise, though, I'm feeling really, really good today. I have a little bit of my old pain from old knee injuries, but still feeling really, really good. And as I came into town here in Estella, and as I came into town, I could see on the steps of the church here was my gang, my two sons and our friends sitting here. They always are way out in front of me. So we stopped, and they asked me some theology questions about the artwork. I don't know if I can show that very well. I can get my glasses on so I can see my screen a little better. But above the door, there is some interesting artwork, and had some questions about the symbology there. And I'm not an expert on that type of thing, but I've seen enough that I could give them a little bit of insight, at least from my perspective, what I think is going on there. So yeah, we've had a little bit of uphill. We passed some interesting water features and mills and abandoned buildings and agricultural buildings and a factory. I'm not sure what they do there. I might look it up later on to see if I can figure that out. And a dog growled at me from inside the factory fence, but then he barely got his head off the ground and go, "Arr," and said, "Nah, he's not worth it." So, I like this town because a lot of residents out walking the paths around town here, not just walking dogs, but also walking and shouting to each other with walking sticks, as is typical in Europe. So that's actually pretty nice, kind of fun. What is it? Bicycle going by. So yeah, beautiful day. Let me reverse the camera and show you a little bit. That's up the road. That's where we'll be going to. See a guy on a bicycle going by, and some looks like apartment buildings in the distance there. A crane doing some construction work. There's a young lady, Peregrino, a pilgrim, coming up the road, and so she gave me a pleasant wave. Hopefully that means she's not going to hit me with her stick. Walking through a little more urban setting right now, but the path is very well marked and easy walking. Nothing to complain about here. But thought I'd stop here and shoot a little bit of video. It's maybe 11 o'clock in the morning, and I am standing in some of the most beautiful agricultural land. Let me switch cameras here and just scan, and I'm sure that my videos and my pictures cannot begin to show the beauty and the depth of how wonderful this is. Again, we have another beautiful day. It's probably about 65 degrees Fahrenheit here.